Hello, entrepreneur fitness listeners. Today I'm going to share with you guys a very powerful message. This message is really about conviction and the role that conviction has in your life, and how conviction plays a tremendous role in you deciding who you want to be and actually following through with whatever kind of person you decide that you want to be. And the reason why I decided to do a podcast on this topic specifically is because I wrote a blog article and I got amazing feedback. People were messaging me saying, this is so big for me, this is such a game changer. And so I thought I would deliver this same content to you guys as well. But I'm going to really bring all this content to a very concise place where I can describe it to you in 6 principles, if you will. So there's 6 things that I believe that you need to do to live a life of conviction. Because living a life of conviction is probably one of the hardest things you can do, right? When you live a life of conviction, you're deciding on the exact values and standards that you're going to live by, and then you stand by those no matter what. No matter what other people say, no matter what influences are coming into your life, be it family, friends, employers. When you have conviction, you stick to the values and standards you set for yourself no matter what. And that's a scary proposition. I would tell you right now, 99% of people don't stick to their conviction. A lot of people just go with the flow and they do what's easy in the moment, right? But the biggest thing about conviction is it allows you to follow through and get in alignment with who you want to be. And once you get in alignment with who you want to be, it allows you to get where you're trying to go. This is such a powerful message, and I'm really grateful to get the opportunity to share this with you guys because it was a game changer in my own life. Every day, I know if I'm not living with conviction, then I'm not going to get where I'm trying to go. And in the past, I absolutely have given up on my conviction and my values and my standards, and I lowered them. And they have been incredibly detrimental to me getting where I'm trying to go. And so now every single day, I deliberately decide who I want to be, what kind of standards I'm going to hold myself accountable to, and I follow through with that. And I do the same thing with the coaching clients I have. I make them hold themselves accountable to the standards and values that they tell me is important to them. And really, it's so easy to get wrapped up in what other people's priorities are. But what I want to tell you is, you can be whoever the fuck you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do if you have conviction. But don't just say it, lead with your actions. And so I want to give you guys 6 lessons or 6, principles that will allow you to do so. So number 1, if you want to make a dramatic shift in your life, upgrade to a friend and peer group that really wants to support you playing the game of life at a higher level. Your peers are everything. No one wants to be alone. And your peers, if they see you starting to level up and they don't want to go with you, or it seems scary, then they're going to bring you back down. They're going to tell you, oh no, you don't need to do that extra work. Oh, you don't need to do that. No, not today. Relax. You've been working so hard. Chill. That's why it's so important to put yourself in a peer group that's going to constantly challenge you to take your game to that next level. Instead of putting yourself in a peer group that lets you get off easy and lets you just take the easy way out. Okay, the second thing you have to do, you need to have conviction around who you want to be. And so you have to define this clearly and hold yourself accountable to standards. And the way to do this is to write down a statement that defines your values and defines what kind of person you are. So maybe it's a paragraph and you describe what kind of person you are and what kind of values you hold yourself accountable to every single day. And you read this statement every morning and every night, and you get it ingrained in yourself. And before you make any decision, you always ask yourself, am I in alignment with this statement that I've created, this vision statement? Number 3, hold yourself accountable every day. It's going to be so easy for you to just take the easy way out because that's what everyone else is going to do, right? Unless you're playing at a very high level, the majority of people are going to take the easy way out. So instead, hold yourself accountable every single day. You're going to want to take massive action. That's number 4. Decide on actions you need to do every day to become that new version of yourself. So yes, we need the vision, we need the mindset, but we need the action as well. Number 5, don't settle for less than you know you're worth. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter about your own doubts that you have for yourself. Continue to stay laser focused on where you want to go and strive towards that relentlessly. Number 6, stop doing what you're doing right now. Okay? If you're trying to make a change in your life and it's not happening for you, look at what you're doing and just stop it. Stop it all. Okay, so I did the same thing in my article. I gave you guys an example. So we talk about health and fitness a lot. So I'm giving you a way to apply these principles, and you can do it towards creating the body and the mind that you want. So here's an example of how you can apply all these principles to your body and mind. Definitely take notes on this, especially if you're someone who wants to make a change in your body or your emotional mental states that you experience every single day. So first thing, start to only hang out with fit, healthy, happy people. Be committed to only creating a circle of influence around yourself that includes people who are healthy, fit, happy. And if they're not, they have to be absolutely laser focused in doing everything they can to get there just like you. Otherwise, you can't afford to have them in your life. It's as simple as that. Number 2, write down a statement describing exactly how you want to look and feel 6 months from now. And then write down 3 values that define the type of person that is successful in making this transformation. So you're going to write down that statement that we talked about before, how you want to look and feel 6 months from now, and then write down the 3 values that define what kind of person made it through that 6-month journey to become who you want to be. Number 3, write down 3 questions to hold yourself accountable to every morning and every night. So when you wake up, I want you to ask yourself, what am I doing today to get to my target weight? Or what am I doing today to become a happier person? What am I doing today to become a healthier person? How am I bettering myself today? So the questions are going to be specific to you, but find out what compelling questions you want to ask yourself and ask them every morning and night. Number 4, schedule out your meals and workouts so there's no room for question or doubt. Plug yourself into a program that you know you can follow every single day until you reach that body and mind that you really desire. So really plug yourself in so there's no doubt. Number 5, decide on a weight or body type or a vision you want to create and pursue that with laser focus. Make sure you meditate every day and you see that clearly what you want, what kind of body you want to create, how you want to feel. And really, we can only prioritize one thing at a time. We can only have number one priority. So this needs to become your number one priority if it is. And if somewhere else in your life is more important, then make that the number one priority. But if we're talking about if you really need to get your health in line, make it your number one priority. And keep that in mind every day. And finally, number 6, make a list of habits and behaviors that you're currently doing that aren't serving you, and then cut them out immediately. Make a list and look at it and be like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this ever again. Because our habits are what create us, okay? So you obviously don't have the best habits in the world if you're living in a body or you're living in emotional mental states that aren't serving you, that you're not satisfied with. So stop all the current habits you have and plug yourself into a new system. And the biggest thing I want to close this session with is making sure that you never feel guilty about making this transition in your life. Don't ever feel guilty. Other people might want you to feel guilty. Do not feel guilty. You deserve this. You deserve it. Create the change you want. Have conviction about who you're going to be. Decide it's going to happen. Plug yourself in and start living by these principles. Finally, if you guys want some extra help with any of this stuff, you can always go over to entrepreneurfitness.com/coaching, and I will definitely get on a 30-minute free discovery session with you and see if I can help you. I can't help everyone, but I'm more than happy to find out what your needs are and see if it's a good fit. So thank you guys for listening, and go rock it, baby.